Tristan, let's start first, right there, second period, first AHL goal. I know you got one in the NHL, but it's got to feel good to rip another one.
Yeah, it does. Everything you can do to help the team feels good. A goal was huge in that moment, so it definitely feels good.
The way this team has worked all season long to get to this point, would you feel that this group is really clicking right now and probably maybe one of their best games of the season?
Yeah, literally feels like the harder we work, the easier the game gets. We get breakdowns and we start to cash in on those breakdowns. So I think we're playing with some confidence and some swagger out there, so we got to keep that.
When you look at your goaltender, Calle Clang, the way that he was dialed in the first period to kind of allow you guys to find your game, what have you seen the way he's played the last couple of weeks and during this kind of streak you guys are on?
Yeah, it's huge for us. Klanger has been really good, and he keeps the momentum a little bit. He makes a huge save, and we're like, all right, he's got our back, so let's be there for him, and it just creates all momentum, and we keep going, and now he's been huge for us.
Now you've got a 5-game point streak, and you take this now onto the road. It starts Monday, Tucson, and then you go to Colorado after that. 4 games in 6 days. It's going to be a tough stretch, but how do you guys keep this momentum going, the way you guys have battled over the last couple of weeks and move that into the road?
I think we stick to our plan. When we're rolling, there's not a lot of thinking. Everyone's at the right spot and, finishing checks, and, we create opportunities for ourselves. So usually when you're tired, you think less. So I think if we stick to our plan and we're on the same same schedule, then we'll get away with some more points.
Calle, this is your 3rd time taking on the Barracuda and Askarov. We know he's one of the best goalies in this league, but you have kind of showed him up in just about every single game against these guys. Do you get up for games like this and that kind of goaltending competition?
I mean, I love it. I mean, as I said, he's one of the better goalies in this league, and we've been battling through the years since the national team. And he's a good goalie, but I showed I'm capable of competing with him and beating him twice here. So it's a good feeling.
When you look at this team, first period, your group need to get their legs underneath them, and you were right there for them. What does that do for a group to kind of, as a goaltender, spark that kind of confidence the way they kind of took the game? You gave them a chance and kept them in it, and they went for it.
I mean, we just trying to bail each other out here. I mean, last game they bailed me out a couple times there, and then today I was just trying to be solid back there when we needed it. And as you said, first period wasn't our best, but then the second period we were playing so good. So it was a fun game to play, and I'm happy we got the win.
Would you call this the best team effort of this season so far?
It's up there. I mean, first period, as you said, it's not very good, but then the second and third is really good. I mean, the second period probably the best we had so far. So we're just going to keep building that, and for next game, come out a little bit stronger.
You guys now took care of business on home ice here, this little homestand, and now it's 4 and 6 days on the road, a couple different cities, a couple different time zones, and then it's on the Christmas break. How do you carry this momentum into what you got to do and take care of business, starting with Tucson on Monday?
It will for sure be a tough challenge. As I said, 4 games in 6 days is very tough physically. So we're just going to try to keep this momentum that we built here the last couple of games and, be solid from the back end and then keep making plays up front and hopefully get a couple wins more.
Matt, this was the 2nd best team in the Pacific Division in the San Jose Barracuda. It seemed like your team was well prepared, ready to execute on this one, and all 4 lines were rolling. When you evaluate, just take a look at this one. Wide brush thoughts the way your team played.
We have a lot of respect for San Jose and what they can do and what they've done this season. They're a high-power offensive team. They can get you in transition. They can get you with their movement, and they've got a fantastic goalie. So as we're planning, that's what we're preparing for. And, the truth is I thought we were a little bit open in the first period, and Calle came up big for us, and D sticks around the net, saved the day. I think the second period is probably about as strong of a period as we've played as a team. And we could sense a little bit of our some youth in the third, just like trying to figure out how to manage a game like this. It's a new situation for us, but the guys hunker down and obviously got the job done.
Look at that second period. Guys have been trying to get that monkey off the back. Tristan Luneau with his first AHL goal. Nathan Gaucher's been waiting all season to pick up one. He adds one as well. For those guys, the way they've been fighting through this season and putting up the games, it just hasn't gone in the back of the net for them. What do you like from those 2 guys?
Well, I thought that's as calm of a game as Tristan's played. Like he looked really under control. It looked like his movements in the game were calculated, and probably not a coincidence. This is the day that he gets rewarded with a goal. It's a rip as well. Great goal. Nathan has been trending well for weeks now, and when he's going to score is just a matter of time. And today he goes and parks himself in front of a very strong goaltender and end up getting a stick on it. And that's the way that you got to score on a guy like that.
For this team closing out the third period, you mentioned it was kind of a different situation for this group, but why did you like the way they were able to take care of business in that third period, shutting the door and eventually pulling out the win?
Yeah, I mean, you wish you didn't give up the 1-6 against 5, but at the same time, there was a lot of good in the third as well. Like we had a couple good grind shifts, and there was certainly brand of hockey that we feel good about, and we'll just try to carry this into Tucson.
For the upcoming road trip, you take care of business home ice with this home stand here, and then it's 4 and 6 days on the road, 2 different cities, a couple different time zones. How's this team ready to go to continue this momentum into what's coming up next this week?
It's a push, but it's a push for everyone. It's a sprint to the finish here before the break, and we'll take the opportunity to rest when we can. But Tucson will be right around the corner.